reset.
Yeah,
by the way, I hit the reset button on 1, and then you start the timer when I hit the reset button, which is on 1.
The timer's like terribly cropped. You might want to move the
terribly cropped?
Okay. I'm looking at the...
That gets all the game. It's just the home menu that gets ripped.
By the way, to anybody who's watching my feed, just don't worry about what's going on. It's the weirdest thing.
Don't.
It's way too complicated to explain.
Alright. You ready?
Yeah, just let me...
No.
Okay.
I mean, I am.
You hit yes on the
Alright, let me
yes.
just check to make sure my files are erased.
Alright, yeah, mine is.
Alright. 3.
Wait. I'm not ready. Okay, now I'm ready.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, I started like a half second early, but whatever. Alright, hi, I am SuperViperT302. I'm the nerd on the left, and...
I'm kyret. I won't be talking, but hi.
I exist.
That's I'm gonna commentate over my gameplay.
I'm gonna be bad at it, I swear.
Okay, so this is coinless, capless, cannonless, and the ground rules for this category are you can't collect any coins of any kind, which is yellow, red, and blue. You can't press any cap switches, and you can't open or use any cannons. So this is also abiding by standard 70-star rules, so no backwards long jumps and no misclick allowed. This is a pretty bad category.
Oh yeah, because 70-star.
Yeah, so the first trick we're going to be going for is a trick called like Teach Skip. There's parts on the left and right side of the bridge that don't take the cutscene into account, so we're going to try to launch up off the very edge of it.
And I can guarantee that kyret will fail.
I got it.
Shut up!
It takes like 8 seconds. Alright.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be attempting a strat you actually see a lot of top runners go for in standard 70-star, which is called Island Hop, because since we're not allowed to use cannons, obviously we need alternate ways to get to the island, and this is by far the fastest, but it's probably the hardest method.
Alright, on kyret's side, it looks like he's going for...
Got it, first try.
Big bomb. I really need to learn star names. Whatever, he's going after King Bomb.
I got Island Hop first try, just for the record. So yeah, that wall jump required is frame perfect, and the jump dive is also really precise.
Thirsty.
Yeah, you need a first frame wall kick. So now I'm going to be attempting bomb clip. So there's a 4-frame window when a bomb's about to explode that it increases in size. And if you grab it on any of those 4 frames, the box will push you backwards, and you can use that to put behind the chain chunk skate. And in this category, you have to do it, because normally when you try to free the chain chunk, you inadvertently collect a red coin, as you see on that poster.
You can also use a box, but that's
yeah, because you have to grab the box and you move slow.
Okay, I just made it using the tiniest bomb size you could.
I feel bad.
Yeah, just for the record, if we accidentally grab a coin in any stage, you're going to have to either exit out or die.
Yep.
Alright, now I'm going to be attempting to take Robin's star.
God, kyret, you want to beat up people to click because he's easy. Except it's also slow, so I don't know why it's trying.
So yeah, the thing with the route we're using is it's kind of our marathon safe route, because you technically can do Blast Away the Wall in One's Fortress CCCless, but it is ridiculously hard, and oftentimes it takes way too many attempts to be worth it, so we're going to sub it out for the BOB Cooper race, because there's literally just no other star that's better. Since this is CCCless and it prohibits coin collecting, that automatically rules out 38 red coin and 100 coin stars. And then one of the stars just isn't possible in a 4-game run, and 6 of them aren't viable for humans to do. So there's only 75 possible stars non-pass. Alright, so now I'm going to be doing the 2 stars.
Is it possible to do slips either way? Like,
technically, yes, but I've never pulled it off. I've tried several times. Alright, so keep it a quick. The thing with this guy is, the faster you finish the race, the faster he'll finish. So I'm going to try to finish as quickly as possible. Unlike standard 120-star runs, I can't open cannon, so I don't have to go back down and open the cannon. But I'm going to make up for this by kind of showing off. So yeah, Koopa takes forever to finish, so I'm going to prove that he does by trying to beat him twice.
I beat him 3 times.
No. Okay, that bottom's point is kind of scaring me. I'm pretty sure this is slower though, because since I'm playing on N64, I do have to deal with lag.
I'm not sure what this trick is called, but Kyret's going to long jump from the top of the mountain over to the floating island.
Yeah, that's the easier way of doing that.
Does it cannonless.
That's the easier way of doing
Even
that.
though it's slower.
It's like 10 seconds slower over what I did, but it's way more consistent. It doesn't rely on any like frame perfect tricks or anything. Alright.
It's better fun safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just a pro, so I have to ground hop. Alright. So I'm done with VOB now. Those are the only 4 stars you can do without under the restrictions. And now I'm going to head to the Princess Secret slide.
Bomb flip now?
Yeah.
Easy.
Split at the fade out.
So the reason why I'm going to PSS now is because it saves 1 second to get a star from there before going to Wumps, just because of castle movement. This slide is not hard to do coinless as long as you don't brain fart. So you just basically have to remember that you are doing it coinless at its time. So other than that, it goes pretty much the same as it does in normal runs. You use that wall to turn you around and then get turned around by the railing and jump and you skip over half slide. Optimally, you don't get bumped around as much.
I already forgot what this room was.
Shut it. You're right, I did.
Alright, so now I'm going to head up to Wong's Fortress. So again, because we're not going to be doing Blast Away the Wall, we're only going to get 4 stars from here. None of them are particularly difficult. So the first star I'm going to do is a star called is going to involve a trick called Alice, where we use a triple jump wall kick to get into the cage down without using the owl. It's slightly harder in this category because there's a red point on the platform that you do it from. So I have to be careful about it. Got it first try, nice. That jump dive into a double jump dive is also stuff you pretty much have to do in this category because of that line of 5 points. Right, and the other 3 stars aren't hard at all. Shoot to the wild
Oh, Kyret's going for Alice.
Ah!
Yeah, just wall kick up to that star to do that cannonless. Not hard at all.
Boom. Alice.
Nice.
Second try, so he's bad.
Alright, so now I'm going to do the King Womp star.
That's where I'm going to.
Alright, I messed that movement up. So with King Womp, there's a glitch where if you are ground pound and stay suspended in mid-air as he comes down on you, you can just kind of go through him like that. Oh, he's self-guided, alright. Dang it. You have 1 frame to do an input before that cutscene, so I always like to go for a dive. But it didn't work. And you also might be wondering why I'm scrolling down 2 options after every star, and that's because I'm scrolling from save and continue to continue don't save. Saving wastes lag frames in this game, so you want to not save as much as possible. I'm playing the star with a zoomed-in camera because since I'm playing on Nintendo 64, I have to deal with lag in a bunch of places. So I'm going to be using a lot of strange camera angles to reduce lag. This is where Kyret actually has a slight advantage over me. He's playing on the Wii Virtual Console version of the game. So he doesn't have to worry about lag or loading times. So yeah, I'm done with once now.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna head to Jolly Roger Bay, which you don't even do in normal 70 star, but because there's just not enough stars, you basically have to do the select stage. And we're gonna be collecting all 5 non-coin collecting stars here. So as you can see, I'm using a bunch of odd camera angles, and that's just to reduce lag. I'm actually the room that you allow because I'm not good enough to do ship, but you can't actually clip into the ship and then swim to the loading zone without loading the EO out. It's really finicky. I don't know how to do it properly.
Alright. The only real way to get good at Jolly Roger Bay is learn how to swim.
Yeah, so swimming in this game requires swimming optimally is just pressing A in a rhythm.
Yeah.
And we use audio cues to determine if we're swimming optimally or not. So if Mario's making a specific noise consistently when he swims, then he's doing it optimally. Okay, next thing I'm going to be doing is Blast to the Stone Pillar. The way to do this cannonless is by long jumping off the side of the ship. This is actually rather difficult, so this might take me a couple tries. This strat actually just recently became faster in 120 star, but I'm not doing the optimal movement to make it that fast. Alright, here we go. Okay, I was way too low. That was way too late of a frame to wall kick. So I'm just going to get a backup star and then try it again. So for this jet stream star, you're supposed to use the metal cap, but with optimal swim, you can just swim through the jet stream and collect the star this way. So you need a very specific position when you long jump off the ship, and you also need a really good angle. Alright, I'm going to try it again. I think if I mess it up this time, I'm just going to head back to the ship and try it again.
Alright. Kyret's trying the same trick.
I got it first try, idiot.
Nice. I'm heading to try it now. See, what my problem was is since I'm playing with lag, I kind of got messed up by lag frames. Also, please get up here. That should be good. God dang it. I hate lag.
You kill it again?
Yeah, I'm getting messed up by the lag. You only have, like, you really want to get a second or third frame wall kick. There's 5 frames where you're allowed to wall kick. And you really want, I think you really just want a second frame, but because of the lag, it's really hard to time. That should work. Okay, got it third try. Third time's the charm. That was really bad. That was really bad on my part. But I pulled it off. Alright, so now I'm gonna do Treasure of the Ocean Cave next.
That's what I'm doing. So we're actually, like, literally tied.
Yeah. It's really difficult, so yeah, props to Kyret for getting that first try. And I should stop blaming the lag, but I basically have to blame that for why I messed it up twice. Right, so I'm gonna do a little clip here. So by clipping through that floor, because its hitbox is really thin, and then swimming into the ceiling hitbox of the cave, the ceiling hitbox just downhooks me. And it saves like less than a second, but it's so easy to miss it.
Yep.
Alright, just 1 star left for me, and that's gonna be the Eagle Star. where it's relatively straightforward. You just camp above the eel, and then once he's in a good enough position, you can swim down. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I failed that there.
It's actually slide again, but okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have a split on here. Oh, I don't know the route, I'm bad.
I don't know this room still.
Kyret doesn't learn.
I'm AI.
AIs can't learn.
Shut up.
Yeah, the beginning of the slide is probably the hardest part. Once you get past that, it's not difficult at all. So another lag reduction strategy coming. Because of the light in the lobby lagging the game, I'm going to enter Mario Cam here. However, since I'm never going to press the wing cap switch, this light is never going to go away. So, that's kind of a problem. Now we're going to be heading into Bowser in the Dark World. So this is a semi-difficult stage to do coinless. It's not that bad, though. You just have to jump over a few coins.
Alright, so I just died. It's gonna be bad.
Okay. So yeah, most of those jumps are rather finicky, but once you figure it out, it's really not difficult to do that coinless. And you can play it safe and still be fine. Bowser fights obviously aren't normally difficult to do coinless. Alright, that's the first key.
Okay.
Alright. So now I'm going to be heading to CCM or Pokemon. You're actually only able to collect 2 stars from this stage coinless, because without tasks, it's actually pretty much impossible to enter the slide without collecting coins. So the only 2 stars you get are Wall Kicks Will Work and Little Penguin Lost. I'm going to do Wall Kicks Will Work first. And then we go for dump strats. So you're not normally able to wall kick out of a backflip, but if you're facing the wall, you're able to. So that's what I did there.
You're supposed to put the fade out. Oh, sorry.
Alright, time for Little Penguin Lost. Neither of the 2 stars in this level are that difficult to do pointless. So this is a pretty easy trick if you want to show your friends, you know. Just deliver the penguin all the way down its mother. And that's CCM. Alright, up next is Big Responder BBH. This is probably one of the more annoying stages in coinless, mainly because of the first 2 stars, which are Go on a Ghost Hunt and the Merry-Go-Round star. They're not really that hard as much as they are just really terrifying, because all boos drop a blue coin, and although it takes a while for a blue coin to become collectible once it's dropped, they kind of litter your path sometimes, so you have to be really careful.
Alright, go die.
Alright.
Hate this game.
So I'm gonna kill this first boo and now I'm
So
gonna
check coins.
quickly.
So that's that's the first coin of the run so far.
Don't get points.
Okay. I got past all the parts where I could factory, so no chance of it happening now. Getting a factory is falling from that area to the merry-go-round area below. It wastes like 30 seconds. Because then then you have to climb all the way back up. Okay, this is probably the scariest part. I have to kill these 2 boos and then quickly escape. And if I do a slide kick, I'll only get 1 text box. Okay, I did a coinless. We're good. So that's 1 down. And now I just got 1 more really tough star. And again, this star isn't really that difficult, but it's just a bit scary. So this is going to be the merry-go-round star, and it's... You have to kill 5 of the boos, and since they all drop blue coins, you have to be really careful with where you kill them, so that you don't accidentally collect them. And the strats that you normally use in an RTA wouldn't work, don't work. You can land on that platform from that jump kick, but I'm bad at that for some reason. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to be kicking these boos off to the side and letting their blue points kind of pile up here so that as long as I just avoid that specific spot, I'll be fine. Alright, that went well. And now the last 2 stars, I don't even go near any coins, so they're not difficult at all. And these are the 2 stars you would normally do in a 70 star. So.
Alright, watching BBH, this is really scary. Just having coins be like right above you.
So I just skip a puzzle here by jumping from that balcony to the other one. Really easy.
Dude, just kill him.
Alright, up next is Big Boo's balcony. Again, I don't go near any coins. That camera turn I'm doing at the start, by the way, is also lag reduction. Enter the door, please. So I'm going to take out the Big Boo in a somewhat convoluted way. So yeah, I killed the last hit on the Big Boo there was done by sliding into him. Sliding into enemies does damage to them. Something else I want to bring up is something I actually kept in mind for the double doors. Whenever you enter a set of 2 doors, you want to always enter the left door because Mario pushes the door to open it, and it's just slightly faster than doing the right door. Alright, now I'm going to be heading off to the basement, which is kind of a scary part of the run, but not really. At least for coinless standards. First we have a pretty easy mip strat. Yeah, mip star is obviously not a challenge in this category. But now I'm going to be attempting a trick called Pillarless, which kind of takes the bloated bob-omb glitch you saw earlier, and then it adds a glitch known as the hands-free glitch to allow me to carry the bob-omb indefinitely and double jump and ground pound with it. I'm going to try to use this to get all the way into the top of the pyramid and then go inside the top entrance without going on the pillars.
Have fun with instant release.
Alright, I got a first try, but it was kind of slow. Okay, the next star I'm going to do is the Talon Star, which is the star where you long jump from the top of the pillar and hit the fly guy. Only problem is there's a coin at the very top of the pillar, so I have to be really careful to make sure I don't grab it during the long jump. And the fly guy is also just annoying and sometimes doesn't cooperate. Alright, I dodged the coin, and the fly guy behaved. That's not really difficult, but you just have to be paying attention. Alright, I stopped a little short there. I was kind of playing it safe because I didn't want to miss the star and go into that line of 5 coins. Alright, now I'm going to do stand tall on the 4 pillars. I'm going to do a strat here called Topless, where I'm going to do a quick little wall kick to get inside this hole. If I fail it, I have a backup strat though. Okay, I got a first key there, so I wasn't able to get it. So I'm just gonna do this backup strat. Okay, I missed the hole again. Getting into the hole is a little tricky. Nice. Try this again. Third time's the charm. Alright, here's IROC. Pretty simple boss. We actually fight all of the stage bosses in this category. So Big Bob-omb, King Womp, IROC, and Wiggler will all be fought in this category. And again, none of them are really hard.
Kyret finally makes it to the basement. Hold back. Good. Took it so long.
Alright, and then the last star is shining atop the pyramid, which is the, less than 10-second star that's not difficult. Something you've probably noticed is that there are several ways to climb up slopes in this game. The method I'm using here is if you start a double jump and then your third jump lands on the slope, you can't actually triple jump up slopes, like that. And that. Alright, we're out of SSL. Wouldn't be anyways.
I'm just entering SSL.
Just for the record, our PBs are 13 minutes apart. I have a 58-16 and he has like a 111. So, alright, here's LLL. This stage sucks in Coinless. So I'm actually going to do the bully star first. Because taking the standard RTA strat where you take out all 3 bullies at once doesn't actually work due to the amount of coins that are in the area. So I'm going to take them out one at a time. And then just hope that their coins go nowhere near me. Alright, so now the big bully's going to show up. I'm going to lure him to this corner over here because that reduces my chance of accidentally collecting a coin. I'm going to wait for the star to spawn. Guys, I'm playing it really safe here. It's very easy to grab coins on that star.
Since I get a backup star. I don't know which color I missed. Lost shell, so.
Alright, now I'm going to do red hot log rolling, and this is the strat you see in 16 star, where you just triple jump wall kick onto the cage. Because I don't have the wing cap in this category. Got it, first try. You just need to have a really good frame wall kick and hold a really specific angle, and you'll get it every time. Alright, now I'm going to do the 2 volcano stars. For this first one, I'm going to use the lava waterfall to do a trick called lava boost, where you use lava boost and just skip up the volcano. And it's actually way better to do this in this category, because dodging all the coins and climbing up the volcano is really slow. I'm going to do it with the triple jump because I'm a wuss. Plus, the long jump setup I don't even think is possible. Okay, I meant to side flip dive to this fall, but that's fine. That's slightly safer anyways.
I'm terrible with her.
I'm going to do elevator to into the volcano now. This is a much simpler star.
Come on, dude.
How do you feel having your triple jump?
Awful.
Anyways, that star, I played it a little safe at the end there, because otherwise you risk landing on a coin. And then this last star isn't terribly difficult. It's just the big bully star.
How are you triple jump? Please.
There we go. Alright, this time do it.
Alright, I'm done with the LLL. So I'm actually going to save Hazy Maze Cave for later, because I'm going to be coming back down here to get the second Nip Star at 50 stars. So I'm just going to kind of save that. Since I have 30 stars, I can move on to DDD anyways. So here we are. DDD is not too much of a difficult stage to do coinless. The only like majorly difficult star is the chest star, but even that is just only one part. Yeah, similar to JRB, I'm using some camera angles to reduce lag. That second chest is the hardest part of this star. Once you're past that, it's pretty smooth sailing. Unless you miss this last chest like an idiot. Which I almost did. And then I almost swam right into the whirlpool. Alright. For the stars where I have to go into the tunnel, I do have to be slightly cautious because of the rings of 8, but they're not difficult to dodge. You just have to be mindful. That's most of this category, is just making sure you remember to dodge coins. Okay. How many stars do you have, Kyret?
25.
32.
SSL is not very nice.
Understandable. Yeah, I'm holding C left here because this submarine lags the game terribly. And by keeping it out of view as much as possible, I can reduce several seconds of worth of lag. And now that I'm on the sub, that's off. Okay, now it's time for Bowser in the Fire Sea, which once again isn't too hard to do coinless, and you can still make early LAs, so that's what I'm gonna go for. The ending, though, is rather challenging to do.
Alright, you're so garbage. How are you a minute and 20 behind TV?
It's actually 4 minutes behind me.
Okay. How was your split a minute 20 slow?
1, I got a coin. 2, I missed your bar.
3, you're bad?
Yeah.
Got it.
Might still make early. Okay, I didn't make early at least. I was a little slow in my movement. You have a little bit less leniency in this category. Alright, so now I have to be really careful to dodge this line of 5 coins. Now I get to do the long jumps on the side of the level. Alright, that's fine.
You getting a Bumsy bird!
Alright, this Bowser throw, in terms of Bowser throws, this is the easiest one to make, but it's the worst one to miss, because when he does this attack, you actually can't grab his tail, and after landing, and I just missed the throw. So now he's going to do that attack again, and I can't grab his tail during that, so I just have to wait this out.
It's just alright.
And there we go.
Alright, good. I made it over.
I'm not done though yet. I still have to get 2 more stars from DDD, but I'm splitting up DDD just to remove the sub because it'll reduce some of the lag in the submarine room once I go back for the jet stream star. You really don't have to, but it's just kind of a convenient thing to do. So I'm going to do the Manta Ray star, which is an infamously annoying star. Because the rings, due to a bug in the game's code, the rings' physical orientation doesn't actually match their visible orientation, and I just messed the second ring, but that's why backup stars exist.
Yeah, the rings are bad.
Yeah, it's very easy to miss rings because they aren't aligned properly. Fortunately, the jet stream's rings aren't nearly as difficult to deal with.
She sure as hell chair, and then we're like all the other. So.
Okay.
Alright, I'm like right in the star, so I'm probably gonna grab it immediately. Yeah. Just like JRB, you can just swing through the jet stream to get that star without using the metal cap.
You're bad. Wall did good.
The Manta Ray star left.
My name is Crank. My advice to you is get good.
Oh.
Alright, there we go. I'm gonna play a little slow for this last few things. Because I messed up my swimming. Alright, not a great EDD in Fire C, but as long as since I didn't have to leave any stages for grabbing points, it's fine. So now I'm going to be heading to the upstairs portion of the run. And the first stage I'm going to go to is Wet Dry World, where depending on what height you enter the painting at will determine the initial water level. For 3 of the stars, I'm going to enter on the lowest water level, and for 1, I'm going to enter on the medium. Also, there's a cool little ledge grab clip that saves several seconds and is literally free. So the first one I'm going to do is Secrets, which is a nuisance to do pointless, but it's as long as you do it properly, it's not hard. Alright, this secret is probably the hardest one. I'm going to triple jump up to it, and then during the triple jump I'll grab it, and then I just fall off. And from there it's smooth sailing. As long as I don't miss this long jump over to the star platform, I should be good to go. Nice, I got the slope. I got the butt slide off the slope. That was basically executed perfectly. So that's the hardest star in this level, the rest of them aren't hard. So next, I'm going to do the Express Elevator Star. I'm going to go for a rather tricky side flip triple jump wall kick that saves like 3 seconds.
And I'll skip all the others. Until Rainbow Road, okay?
I got it. Yeah, that looks easier than it is. It's actually really difficult to do that. And again, it only saves like 3 seconds, and if you miss it, you fall all the way down. Although sometimes you can miss it and salvage it. Alright, next I'm going to do Shocking Arrow Lifts, and this has got to be the most pathetic course design in SM64. So there's like 5 different ways you can skip the arrow lifts, and the one Nintendo most overlooked is by using this warp. You go over to the cannon, and then you can just fall onto the star platform. By the way, in case you're wondering, we're ground pounding stars because it sends Mario to the ground quicker. Alright, I've just got 1 more star left, and this is the one I'm going to enter on the medium water level. I'm going to go for the triple jump wall kick on this star. It saves less time here, and it's also way more risky because of the water. But I'm going to try it anyways.
Oh, you!
Okay, I'm not going to blame that on you.
Alright, sounds good.
Because I messed up right before you made that scream, so it was okay. Yeah.
Well, I just failed tested the current after I got the star. There was a star, and then it died.
Okay, somehow that split was a gold. Okay, next is Tiny Huge Island, or THI. For all 5 of these stars, I'm going to be entering on in the small painting, just because it takes too long to go to the big painting. And we're going to be getting 5 stars here. I'm going to start off with Secrets, which is, I'm going to be taking a much different route than you normally would see runners do in RTA, because the normal route is not possible to do pointless. Okay, I just accidentally grabbed the coin. Okay, I'm just going to die over here. So yeah, that's kind of the risk of this category, is accidentally grabbing coins. It's hard to avoid. There's a lot of coins in this area, and it's with such a small space, it's really hard to dodge coins while also going fast.
Talking about pointless.
I was trying to do a speed kick into a double jump there, which is
Make sure to keep up on us trying to beat Galaxy 2 pointless before the 2-star run.
Right.
2 if you want to see, because we're crazy. Alright, don't die.
Jump off the star, that's slightly scary. If you ledge grab where that coin is, you basically have to drop off. There's no way to avoid it. But with the setup I use, I will almost always ledge grab in the center. Alright, next is the Piranha Plant Star, which is actually kind of scary in this category.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Yeah. So the piranhas drop 2 coins each, and none of them are really difficult to dodge, except when you're grabbing the star, The fourth one that you kill, if its coins go near the star, you are going to have to safe it out. And the coins are in decent positions for me, so it's not going to be a problem. Next up, I'm going to do the Wiggler Star. So I'm going to do another clip through a steep floor because of its thin hitbox, and then when Mario enters a body of water from the side or the top, he'll just automatically be warped to the surface. So that's what I'm going to use here. I'm actually going to be doing this clip twice. There we go. And I can swim into the Wiggler's loading zone without having to lower the water, which saves a good amount of time. And then the Wiggler fight is easy.
Oh, really?
One of those.
I'm playing a video game. How do you check?
Get the start.
I'm trying, Jimmy!
Alright. See.
So I'm actually going to do that mountain clip again on this star, and with the way I do it, it isn't really faster, but it saves me from having to go past a line of 5 coins on the bridge, which is just overall safer. So that's what I'm going to do here. I didn't get it. I'm just going to go past the line of 5 coins. Yeah, as you can see, it was just a slight inconvenience to have to dodge those. And I probably could have done it in a much faster way, but... Alright, just 1 star left and it's the Koopa race. And I grabbed that coin by accident. This is probably one of the hardest, this is one of the easiest stages to grab coins in by accident, just because the tiny islands are just so scattered around. I'm gonna play it a little safe here. Okay, that was not playing it safe, but whatever. Okay, so from here on out, I'm basically home free. So for this Koopa race, I'm gonna go down over to this tiny Koopa and use its shell to finish the race, which is just a couple seconds faster. Oh boy, please, okay. It's easy to fall there, okay. I nearly fell like 3 times during that. So again, that's just a couple seconds faster than doing that the normal way. And again, the faster you finish the race, the faster Koopa finishes. Also, nice, Koopa's just literally in the flagpole. Alright. Kind of bad THI because I had to exit twice for grabbing coins. But again, that's just kind of the nature of this category. Here's our first Toad star of the run.
You should have done this one without pressing A. It only would have taken 2 days.
Next is Tall Mountain. So for the first 3 stars, I'm going to go for that same steep floor clip and water upward physics you saw in THI. Just skip like half the mountain.
I hate myself. So mad! I cannot play this game.
Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna fall off.
Considering you're running,
it's really difficult.
You can play this game, at least.
You just start cannonless? Not hard at all.
That's the first nice thing I've said, be happy.
No, I'm upset. How dare you say something nice about me? See? You say something nice. Oh.
Alright, let's try that again. I have no more backup stars really, so let's hope I don't fail log rockets again. There we go. So for this next star, the Mystery of the Monkey Cage, I'm going to go for a trick known as Yukiki Glitch, or Monkey Glitch, because people don't know Yukiki's name. And I'll explain it when I get there. Okay, I messed up my setup for long wall kick, so I'm just going to do casual shots. This is a relatively annoying trick, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab Yukiki like normal. And then I'm going to hold him, I'm going to jump onto the slope, and then I'm going to hit free him, but it's going to allow me to keep holding him, so I'm going to jump over here, jump off, ground pound, and it skips most of him walking down the mountain. So he's already ready to go. Next, I'm going to do the waterfall star, which is another not difficult star.
God dang it, Kyret doing insane tricks. I need something.
I did an insane trick.
Cool.
I need something to compensate over.
This tournament's really boring. Just that, you know, I've already talked about it.
Kyret finally makes look at 9 years.
Okay, so that picking up slopes trick you just saw me do, to do that you just hold A and tap B. Alright, now I'm going to go for a trick called Breezeless. I'm going to use a one-way wall fence to put me inside the mountain and then ground pound up onto the 4-hitbox. Okay, I didn't get it, so I'm just going to do it with the breeze. So this just skips the slide.
Really?
Right now it's time for Snowman's Land, which is one of the most fast-paced stages in the game. And in this category, that's no exception. Snowman's Big Head is the only relatively difficult start.
How about you get good?
Nice, got it. There's a slight amount of risk for that star, because if you fall down, you can potentially land on a coin, but it rarely happens. Alright, for this next star, I'm gonna do a movement technique that you've seen me do several times, but I haven't really explained, and if I get it, I'll explain it. Alright. I didn't really get it, so I can't really talk about it. What I've been doing several times throughout this run, you might have noticed that I've kicked at rather high speeds. You're not actually supposed to be able to do that. Normally, if you have enough speed after a dive rod or long jump and you press A and B, you'll dive. But if you hold A and neutral upon landing and then press B, you can do what's known as a speed kick, which preserves your momentum and is useful for starting triple jumps. Here's one right here. That's a speed kick. Because kicks have a set height, they're really useful for starting triple jumps. It is a rather complicated technique, though. Alright, last star I'm going to do is the infamous cycle pressure star. And that's us out.
Oh, you're just bugged out.
So now I'm actually going to re-enter SL and then exit course, because I'm going to go back to the basement, and this is where I'm going to get the second MIP star, and also I'm going to take care of Hazy Maze Cave at this point. Again, Mario camming there so I don't have to deal with the lag from that light. That ledge is really annoying. So this second MIPS is actually slightly faster than the first MIPS on the English version. I can still use the same setup to grab it, it's just slightly more difficult. There we go. So this MIPS appears at 50 stars, which is why I needed to go upstairs first so I could get more stars. While I'm here, I'm also going to collect the second Toad star in the run. Now I'm going to enter Hazy Maze Cave and get all 5 non-coin collecting stars here. only one of them is really scary. The rest aren't that difficult. So I'm going to do Hazy Maze Cave. They did not really put a bunch of ceilings here. And so there's a lot of places where you can just jump over walls. Case in point incoming. This is kind of tricky maneuver. Okay, so if you miss the star there, it's very easy to land in that ring of 8. But also I have to hold back a little bit after doing the triple jump because all the death pits of the starting room are right above the underground lake. And if you move forward fast enough, you'll end up above them and die. Alright, I'm now going to do navigating the toxic maze. I'm going to go for a trick called maze clip, but I'm kind of bad at it, so I might fail it. Okay, I was a little far to the left there. You can clip through a random seam there and then end up in this room right here. It only saves like a few seconds. But with the level of optimization this game is that tricks like that are basically mandatory.
Right here, Kyret enters Tiny Huge Island. Man is slow.
Don't grab coins.
Use lag strats.
Alright, next I'm going to do Amazing Emergency Exit. Excuse the hair dryer on my end. I don't know how audible that is, but I'm going to skip pretty much the entirety of the maze by doing a triple jump wall kick here. Up to this platform. And there you go. Next is Metalhead Mario Kart Move, and you might be wondering, don't you need the metal cap for that? Well, if you fall onto the switch with high enough, with a downwards enough momentum, and you are falling from high enough, you can actually land on the switch without having to use the metal cap. That should be high enough. There we go. If I mess that up, there's a really easy backup for it. And now the last star is Watch for Rolling Rocks, which, once again, is not a difficult star to do coinless.
But can you do it in 0.58 presses?
Why did I have a feeling you were going to say something like that? I'm not even going to say anything in response to that. Yeah, that line of 5 coins you just kind of have to be mindful of, but other than that, easy star. So yeah, I just had to go out of my way there for a little bit to get those stars. But now it's time for Tippy. So I'm going to re-enter Hazy Maze Cave and exit course again to end back up in the lobby. So yeah, I basically did all of that just for the second mid star. So the first course I'm gonna do up here is Rainbow Ride. I'm only gonna get 3 stars here. One of them just takes way too long, and the other 2 of them are coin collecting, and the other is not humanly possible yet. So I'm gonna first do Cruiser Crossing the Rainbow. I'm actually gonna do old strats here because, like YouTube Bounce, is not possible to do coinless. Because the like Ichi drops 5 coins, and you're basically guaranteed to grab some of them.
Lens in the pipe.
I don't know how I still beat him, but I did.
Oh boy. I don't know why I didn't long jump there, but whatever. This is not an easy strat to do. Especially if you're like me and you're used to like Ichi Bounce. Work. No, that was too early. So I'm just going to go over here and use these poles to get up. So this is what you would do for the second part of like Ichi Bounce. Oh boy. Again, not the easiest star to do. So, I'm not too mad about that. Alright. Next star I'm going to do is Tricky Triangles. And this is a star where you can easily die within the first, like, 8 seconds of it, so... Alright, we're good.
Okay.
Alright, last star is Swinging in the Breeze, and this is yet another not hard star. You don't even go near any points here. Optimally. Although sometimes you can mess up.
Can you not do that?
But it's pronounced and you don't.
Yeah, there we go. Alright. Last but not least, we have Tick-Tock Clock. We're going to get all 5 non-coin collecting stars, so just like normal, the timing you enter the painting on, so where the minute hand is on the clock will determine the initial time. And I'm entering with time stop for this star.
I messed up the second glitch.
So this star just uses a bunch of somewhat tricky jumps to skip huge sections of this level.
Wow!
Okay, that star was just executed perfectly, so I'm very proud of how that went. Alright, next 3 stars I'm going to do on time moving, which is on the 9. And this is the fast moving setting, so I'm going to be doing a triple jump walking into another triple jump to climb up this quicker.
Grab some more. There's gotta be some more. There's gotta be some more here.
There you go. There is potential risk for grabbing a red coin during that maneuver, but it rarely happens. It happens like once in a blue moon.
Dude, I'm so bad at video games. Dude, I'm so bad at video games. Holy God.
Yeah, you have to be very, there's a very tight cycle to make with that pendulum there. You have to make sure it's not in your way. Okay, I just have to do that one more time, and then I have to enter on time stop one more time. And then we can be done.
Oh no, big war.
Why? Can I hit his head?
Alright, I got it 3 for 3. That's very good. It's not that hard to learn, but you can mess it up. In case you're wondering, though, since I'm going to have 69 stars after leaving this course, my last star is just going to be from Toad. Because it takes 1 second to do Toad
You're
after
almost on
CCC.
CCC. I have 30 stars left.
Sad.
I don't think I'm gonna be finishing this round.
Just believe.
I'm gonna try. But I don't think it will happen.
Okay, if Sky goes really well, I can still get a sub 1 with this run. But I have to not make any major mistakes, and I can't miss any throws. So now that I have 70 stars, the endless stairs are no longer endless, so we can climb up them and enter Bowser in the Sky. Bowser in the Sky is a mostly straightforward level. There's not too much to say about it, aside from the triple jump wall kicks I'm going to go for midway through the stage. I'm going to go for non-moving left side, because it's the easiest and most consistent. But it is the slowest. Alright, didn't get that elevator cycle. In terms of coinless, this stage isn't too bad. Oh, this is okay. Sub 1's dead. I missed that triple jump wall kick.
Oof.
This can still get one flap though. There we go. Save. It only saved 30 seconds. Alright, and now we have the final Bowser fight. I just gotta throw Bowser into 3 bombs, and missing throws is not uncommon, so I will probably miss at least one.
Oh, that was star. What?
That's 2. That should be 3. Alright, perfect throws. Sick.
Nice.
So time's going to be when I touch the big star at the end. But I don't know what you're going to do about time since this is a race. And time for me. My timer says 1 hour 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Alright, don't worry about us. Got like
46, you know, I got like a lot.
24 more stars. Don't worry about it.
Working on it.
In case you haven't figured it out by now, if you're thinking about running this category, don't.
Don't.
It's
I hate it.
It's bad. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of like stuff, practice and stuff.
Yeah, and I did practice. It's just I didn't have my things.
Like, just for the record, I had a rather bad cruiser in Rainbow Ride, and I had to die in THI twice because I missed coins, and there were just a bunch of bad segments overall. That still finished within 2 minutes of my PB, and that still would have been second place on the leaderboard by about 11 minutes.
Yeah, I'm third.
Yeah, and it's less than 5 minutes off world record.
The world record's like actually good.
So is Viper.
Yeah.
I have no shot at world record.
Don't back.
Alright, I guess while kyret is lading, I can do some glitch exhibition-y stuff.
Yes.
But first, I'm gonna show that this run is in fact coinless by going to my score. Alright, as you can see, all 50 coins with no coins. Okay, but now I'm gonna show off a cool game crash that I actually kind of is convenient to show. So as you can see, I scroll down immediately and hit scored. So now it says no save data exists. I'm gonna go to erase file, and it thinks I can erase a file. If I select either option, the game crashes.
Okay.
Right.
Normal.
So that's just a typical game crash. I have a lot to show here, so I guess while kyret's going, I can show off a lot of glitches here. I'm gonna do this on my 120 star file. So, cool little thing you can do here. If you press A on the first frame of a Canon viewfinder, I didn't get it, but that's fine, because I have a chance to show it off again. I'm going to go over here now. So if you ledge grab at this corner and pull up, you can become out of bounds, which is any point without a floor triangle. And if you come out of bounds, you die automatically. And also Mario forgets that he's wearing his hat. So I'm going to try the cannon glitch again, but if I don't get it again, I'm just not going to bother. There we go. So as you can see outside of the cannon, and the cannon doesn't exist. But you can still aim and fire, it's purely visual. So now I'm going to go somewhere fun. And by fun, I mean, I know what I'm about to do. So,
how did that miss?
Here's another steep floor clip. And now I'm in what's known as the Black Room of Death, which is the area behind any door that when you enter normally loads a section. And you'll end up in the black room of death regardless of whether or not you go through the door, but thankfully this wall just doesn't exist.
There we go.
Now, okay, so you saw me do the trifecta of glitches. I'll show you how to do 2 of the ones that I did earlier. So, here's number 1. So this is, by the way, I'm not going to be considering CCCless for this, so I'm just going to be doing stuff as you can see because I've already grabbed the link. Okay, yeah, that level I'm going to get that way. So this is how you do the Bob-omb hands-free teleport. So I'm going to grab a bloated Bob-omb. I'm gonna get it at the biggest size and just take a few tries because it is frame perfect to grab it at the biggest size. There we go. I'm gonna grab it hands-free by diving and landing on the slope, which allows me to initiate it hands-free. But now I'm gonna try to teleport with it. All right, got it. So now if I teleport back or just re-enter the Bob-omb's radius, I can get this to happen. So the Bob-omb's hitbox is still pushing Mario. But the game doesn't really think I'm carrying the Bob-omb anymore, so it'll allow me to do a lot of my standard movements while constantly getting pushed backwards. You can actually use this to crash the game as well, but due to... You know what? I might as well just show you that. If you jump into a hangable ceiling and then get pushed off, the game crashes. And the reason why is because it determines the ceiling triangle above Mario as null. Alright. Okay, so now I'm going to head back to BOB and do a couple more glitches before moving on. I'm just going to be following my standard glitch exhibition route, but I'm probably going to cut some stuff out. So the first glitch I'm going to show is the hat and pan glitch, which is another one you saw before the race started. And how you do this is you basically cause Mario to do the putting on cap animation twice in a row without interruption. And this is one of the easiest ways to do it, it's just with a cap block. However, this
why did you say why?
This is one minor side effect, however, so notice when I grab this cork box, it's now no longer rendered. So it looks like, right there, it looked like it appeared right next to Mario. But what I'm actually going to show you is the game keeps track of where you've last held an object, and it determines that as a location as where the object should be released. However, since I haven't held an object yet on this file, and since I'm holding my hat in my hand, the hulp isn't updating. So nice Bob-omb appearing at the origin. So the hulp is at the origin, which is out of bounds. And the reason why this cork box snapped back to me at first is because if an object is released and not thrown out of bounds, it just snaps right to Mario. It's just this failsafe that exists in the game. Alright, here's a glitch I'm sure you all are familiar with. So this is another frame perfect trick right here. Yeah, I can mess with that. There we go. So by jumping away from that Koopa on the first frame of his text box, I now have the text box stored, and it will reactivate the next time I touch the ground. So we're going to make the next time I touch the ground next to the flagpole.
Alright, that someone's on. Okay, no.
So I'm talking to Koopa from all the way over there, and since I start the race by the flagpole, I finish it in 0 seconds. New world record height. Also, Bob-omb floating in midair is going on.
Also, another thing about the beating Koopa in 0 seconds, Koopa doesn't actually finish.
Yeah, he doesn't actually finish the race, and that's what I'm about to show. Because I started the race from so far away, he's not rendered, and so now he's invisible, and he's never going to finish the race. He's so ashamed he doesn't even want to show his face. Final glitch I'm going to show here, if you start a flight and then have your camera interrupted, or have your flight interrupted, then you can actually maintain the wing cap camera in normal gameplay. It's useless, but it looks pretty cool. Alright, I'm done there. I'm going to show off a couple of cool glitches in Womp's Fortress now. So this is kind of taking that water up warp physics and taking it to the next level. So here's, I'm going to attempt something called a glitchy wall kick, and this is kind of a setup for it, and I just hilariously failed that. I don't know who to credit for finding this setup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. So that's what happens if you wall kick on like 2 walls around the same frame. Then you can basically initiate a glitchy wall kick. Okay, here's a trick known as hyperspeed walking. Actually, no, wait, I don't want to show this next. I'm going to show. Here's another instance of a fence with a one-way wall pushing Mario through the floor. And I can use this to swim in Love's Fortress, because why not? Okay, so now I'm going to show hyperspeed walking. So this slope is slightly submerged in shallow water, which means it has the property where if I try running on it, it's going to cause Mario to run backwards with unbounding speed. And by having it run into a wall like this, I can actually build up infinite backward speed. Until this wall allows me to break out of it. So I'm basically running in place right now, constantly building up speed. So I'm going to give it a few seconds and then I'm going to let myself launch out. There.
I don't think you can BLJ.
Also, yes, I know BLJ is big. But I run pretty much good.
Okay, so next I'm going to show a funny little glitch you can do here. So ceiling hitboxes have a property where Mario cannot physically enter a ceiling hitbox, and if he tries to enter one, his quarter steps or movement just get cancelled. And there's a ceiling hitbox underneath the Mother Penguin's pool, and I can reach it by using a spin drift. And the game doesn't, if you're moving into a ceiling hitbox, the game doesn't care whether or not you're actually standing on the ground or not. Okay, I'm in the swimming phase. The game doesn't actually care if you're swimming on the ground or not, so it just... Yeah. Sometimes you'll enter the ceiling hitbox.
I'm trying to show off this BLJ.
Why are you trying to do BLJ instead of Star?
This is how you do Metal Head Mario movement on this zone.
Alright, so I'm gonna do a glitch with that. Are you still doing your run, Kyret?
No, not really.
Because if not, we can just do
the
71st star and call it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to do it.
Okay. Do I want to show off anything else? Dang, I was hoping to go through like most of my glitch. I was hoping you would finish so I could go through most of my glitch exhibition route.
Yeah, that would have been like 10 minutes, 15 minutes over us, but I'm good.
Alright, let's just...
Alright.
Let's do our 71st star race, even though you don't have all 70 stars.
Yeah, well 55 star race.
Yeah.
Alright,
give me like a second to head back to basement on this file. So you are going to be doing Blast Away the Wall, and I am going to be doing Pyramid Puzzle in SSL. So let's head to the star select screen, and then we can do a countdown from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
So let me know when you're at the star select screen.
Alright. Wow, I exist.
Alrighty, Viper, just when you're ready.
I'm just about ready to enter SSL, just give me a second. Okay.
Okay.
I am... Hold on, wait. I'm ready.
Alright, count us down.
3,
Don't press it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so I have to start off by doing colorless so I can enter the pyramid, and I've already screwed it up. Thankfully, Bob-omb's going to explode on crazy boxes.
Alright, so this is canless. It's dumb. I hate this.
Yeah, it's buffed OG canon.
You have to get it's like a actually you have to get it. It's pretty dumb.
Yeah, okay, so for SSL Pyramid Puzzle, you can actually collect each secret, because each secret's hitbox extends just slightly above the coin's hitbox. It's really, really precise. And I have to do this for 5 secrets. Alright, 2. These first 3 are usually the easy part. But now this 4th secret, this is this one I'm probably going to choke on. Alright, I got it first try. Nice. Alright, and this last one isn't too hard.
Dude!
I'm just gonna play a little bit safe here. Alright, please do not go down.
here we have CCCless Canonless.
What? I'm just gonna ignore that.
Dang it, I grabbed the 5th coin. Okay.
Ah, yes.
So now I have to die. But thankfully when you die in the pyramid, you'll respawn in the pyramid, so I don't have to do colorless again. So my disadvantage is that this is a slightly longer star and it's a bit more tedious, but his is just harder overall.
Are you sure it's a specific one?
Yeah.
Dang it, this is the 2nd coin.
Might be something.
It's possible to choke on any of these. Also, I probably should have like farmed lives or something before going. Maybe I should have done this on my 7th star, on my CCCless file overall.
Yeah, let's do a different approach.
This is, you have a very... Did you get it? I thought you just said, like, I got it. Come on. I wasn't thinking. You have a very, very small window to do this, just for the record, because a secret's hitbox is has the same radius as a coin's hitbox. Most hitboxes in this game are just cylinders. Alright. So far, the 1st and the 4th secrets have not screwed me. Alright, I got the first 3 again. Got number 4 again, so now I just have to not choke the 5th one. The 5th one is honestly the easiest one, because there's actually somewhat of a setup for it. At least for me there is.
You can't listen next try to win.
Alright. So a diver out can easily collect this 5th secret, but you have to time the diver out without any visual cue, and so you just kind of have to go by feel. I have no idea why this is hard all of a sudden. There we go, got it. I got the 5th secret. So now I just have to get to the star. And wait, okay, I just fell off, so that's fine because I don't.
All right, I still have a chance.
Thankfully, I'm a 120 star runner as well, so easy, done. That took a little longer than I would have liked it to, but whatever.
Scientifically confirmed that character puzzle is easier than...
Yeah, it's officially been proven.
Yes.
So that was a bit of an interesting showcase. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, never run 70 CCCless. Run a good category, like standard 70 star. And that's kind of... I'll give kyret a couple more minutes, I think is what we probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah, always make sure to run good categories of games.
And I will actually be back one more time later tonight with Packer No Remix 90%, which just recently got a new 10-second time save to the run, so... Yeah. By the way, in case people are wondering how Blast Away the Wall Canonless works, the star's hitbox just slightly sticks out of the wall. And by ledge grabbing on the slanted wall, it is possible to grab the star because your hitboxes will overlap. Because Nintendo is, again, so good.
So I'm gonna give it like another minute, and then we'll call it.
Yeah.
I might not even get it. Like sometimes I can get a first try.
Yeah, this trick is just so stupidly random in this in this instance. Sometimes you'll get it first try, other times it takes you like 10 minutes.
I'm gonna give it like 2 more times.
Is that a minute?
That is a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that one doesn't count. I have to wall kick the wall for it to check.
Yeah.
You have to actually do the trick.
Alright, one more.
Believe.
I'll do one more, sorry. Alright, I couldn't get it.
Rip.
Well, that's R64 CCCless. I hope you guys enjoyed me failing. I hope you also enjoyed Viper not failing.
I mean, I failed, but my run wasn't perfect, but I mean, it wasn't bad. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, yada, yada, yada. Follow me.
Yeah, John and I over here are trying to do something like a Super Mario Galaxy 2 Winless 2T1C 242 star thing. We're insane help. So that'll be on like winter break if you guys want.
You ready to?
30 hours.
You ready to just throw it on over to the host?
Yeah.
All right.
We're on over to whatever runs next, which I actually don't know.
Star Smiley with Omori.